Yeah, hello guys, good morning. You are welcome once again to my channel. You're welcome to Catfish Solution Academy. Yeah, today we are following up with our lecture on A to Z of catfish farming, which we are talking about the basis of catfish farming, that means general basis of making success in catfish business. So by that, we'll be talking about a lot of topics. We'll be going into a lot of informations that can guide any farmers, any catfish farmer, to make success based on any given period. So that is why I give out these wonderful lectures, which I called A to Z of catfish farming, in order to help some farmers that need to understand those informations. Yeah, on this the first episode, that means the first season we are talking on, is what we call the feed formulation basis. And on the feed formulation basis, what I mean by basis is that we are taking it from the base. We are starting from the A to Z of feed formulation, and we are in episode 28, right? Yeah, we are in episode 28, and in this episode 28 I'll be talking about how to formulate your 6mm formulation. I've been talking about a whole lot of formulations out there. We started from a 2mm formulation. I think we even started from a formulation that we can use in order to feed our fryers, that means from 3 days old from hatchery, and which can give us about 60% confirmed crude protein. So you can use this locally. You can also grind it, turn it to crumbles, and you can feed directly to your fryers, and they will do very well. So we talked about that, and presently we are in how to formulate for your 6mm locally made feed. Why I'm emphatic about locally made feed sometimes is one, because we can get things cheaper. Yeah, we can get things a little bit cheaper, but we must consider, when we want to get things cheaper, we must consider the waste, we must consider the stress, we must consider the labor that we have to put through. But putting the waste, putting the weather, put all those factors into to phantom them into, this will still give you the best of the best feed that you can ever give your fishes, to strive into more profit and do better as a fish farmer. So that is why sometimes I normally encourage you guys to do what, to know how to formulate and concentrate a very good nutritional diet feed for your fishes at any given period whatsoever. So today, I said once again, I'll be talking about how to formulate for our 6mm. For those of you who have been following this feed formulation class, you know I stopped episode 27. I stopped on how to formulate the alternative feed for your 4mm formulation, which is the 4.5 in locally made feed. So from there I'll be starting this, and I said something I normally try to advise you, that you can use just 4 ingredients, that means 4 materials, to build up a very good feed formulation that will do better for you. And you can alternate. What I mean by alternation is that alternation means you can use other sorts of materials that are relatively cheaper, and you will still get the same good protein dietary feed for your fish. So you can still do that too as well. So what I'm emphatic about is that if you are getting a copy of my ebooks that I title Feed Formulation, it will teach you on how to formulate a very good feed formulation. And note, not only how to formulate a very good feed formulation, but how to alternate. What I mean by my alternation sometimes means the materials you can get in your locality, because I do understand those people in the north, those people in the east, they have vast opportunity to get some materials that we get, maybe we find it difficult to get here, or we get it more expensive here. So if you can get it there, you can alternate yours and still get the very good percentage of crude protein that your fishes need at that given period. I said this once and I will repeat it again, that if you are breeding fishes, you must understand the concentration of the feed concentration that fish need at that given period. That means from your juvenile size, from your 1 month size, from your 2 month size, from your 3 month size, from your 4 month size. The ranges varies. I've talked about this maybe in episode 3 or episode 4. Yeah, if you have not if you don't really understand, please go to my episode 3. On episode 4 you will find a detailed information about the factors I talked about. Yeah, so but today I will be talking about 6mm, and I said, and in this 6mm formulation, this 6mm formulation is used for fishes from 3 months, yeah, from 3 months to 4 months. If your fishes are 3 months to 4 months, these are very good feed you can use for them. And I bet you, once you are using this formulation, you'll be gaining what? You'll be gaining more weight for your fishes, because this, what really constitutes weight from your fishes is what we call the level availability of the protein content mixed with the energy source and the carbohydrate source. Those are what will give you the desired weight you need, because as at this time of 3 months, this is the time you started building weight into your fishes. And as a fish farmer, what we do, we sell weight. Yeah, we don't sell, to me, I don't sell fish, I sell weight. Sometimes I do imagine, if it is possible for my fishes at 2 months to weigh 1 kilo, the sizes may not be big, but weigh 1 kilo. So those are just the principle. We sell weight but not fish. So since we are selling weight but not fish, we try to inculcate some of the factors that can give your fishes that desired weight that you need of that given period. So if I'm feeding my fishes, I try to look into what can give them more weight at that time. So if I'm selling at melange, I want to see my melange weigh 3 to 1 kilo. I want to see my melange weigh 2 to 1 kilo at just 2 months. If 2 at just 3 months, if I can achieve this at this great period. So that is what I'm really talking about. So let us go into the feed concentration on himself. So on this feed concentration, I'll be talking about what we call just 4 ingredients to formulate my 6mm formulation 2 as well, which I'll be using the fish meal. And I'll be using the first formulation I'll be doing is the original formulation. I'll be using the alternative formulation for those of you that have been following me. So the original formulation, I'll be using fish meal for 72%, which I normally tell you, I normally put the price at a layman price, not the existing price, but the price that will be easier for me to calculate the cost, so that I can identify to you if this is relatively cheaper than this and it is giving us the same crude protein which we need. Note, our fishes do not know if a feed is cheaper or not. What they know, what they really understand to grow is the concentrate, the level of the concentrate. If you can produce your feed for 500 naira and the concentrate is maybe 40% crude protein, and another person can produce is for 200 naira and the concentrate is 40% crude protein, I bet you the fishes will go at the same par. They will grow at the same par. So it doesn't mean my feed is cheap and yours is expensive, and once it's giving me the same crude protein for them to grow, dietary crude protein for them to grow, you are telling me your fishes will do better than mine. I bet you are just wasting your money, because me, I'm trying to reduce my cost of production so that I will make more money. As you are striving to make profit, me, I'm already there making that huge amount of profit. I think this deserve for myself. So number one I'll be talking about again is the fish meal, which I'll be using 72% crude protein, and I'll be putting the price for 1,000 per kg, and I'll be using 20 kilo for this formulation, and this will give me 20,000 naira at my cost of getting that fish meal. And again, I'll be using full fat soya. That means full fat soya. For those of you who are using pelletized feed, make sure that you don't use full fat soya. Make sure that you go for your soya meal, and from that I'll be putting it at 65% crude protein, and I'll be tagging the cost to 800 naira. I'll be using just 10 kilo for that, and which will give me 8,000 naira. And again, I'll be using what we call the local fish meal. Yeah, the local fish meal. The local fish meal is the 72%, that means the 65% crude protein, and presently we have a very good fish meal now, which is brought in from the Moroccans, and the fish is 60%, and presently is cheaper. If you need to be a distributor of this feed, or you need this feed to use in producing your feed in your farm, make sure that you contact me. I'll put a sample of it here. It will be rolling up here. Make sure that you contact me, and this will be delivered to you anywhere you are in Nigeria, in Africa, in anywhere you are, in Ghana, Tanzania, Malawi, Zimbabwe, anywhere you are, Kenya. So this will be sent to you, and it's a very good food tested and proven fish meal. So from this formulation, I'll be using 65%, and the 65%, and again, make sure that you test your material very well, so that you can be ascertained not only what they told you where you are buying it from, so that you can be ascertained that what you have is the right one. So I'll be using the fish meal, that is 65%, and I'll put it at 800 naira, and I'll be using 10 kilo, and this goes to 8,000 naira. And I'm using my full fat soya for 65. I tag that as 46% crude protein, and I'll put it at 200 naira, and that is 20. I'll be using 25 kg, which gives me the cost of 5,000 naira. And again, I'll be using what we call the GNC, that means the groundnut cake. So I'll be using the GNC for 60% crude protein, and I'll be tagging the price as 200 naira, which I'll be putting the quantity I'll be using for 25%, and this will give me 5,000 naira. And again, I'll be using the likes of the flour for my binder, and serves as a carbohydrate source, or I can use maize, depending on how you can get it cheap, because I understand maize is a little bit expensive. And now, so if I can use the wheat flour, I can use the cassava, which will be very powdered, so that this can serve as a means of a binding material for my formulation. So I'll be tracking that for 9 kg. And note, you can also use what we call the azola. You can use the duckweed for this process. This will give you more higher crude protein, because azola is more higher in protein, and more higher in lot of amino acid to build your formulation. So if you can get access to azola, you can use just 10 kilo of flour waste, and you can use azola of 20 kg, and you can automatically reduce some of the crude protein. But I'll be telling you how to do that after this formulation. So from this formulation, I base this at 10 kilo, 20 kilo, or you can use full azola for 20 kilo, and this will give me a cost of 2,400 naira. And I'll be using my additives. My additives are the fish premix, they are the lysimentolin. But if you can get a very good fish premix, the high quality one, you don't need lysimentolin, you just need vitamin C. And I'll be using my DCP in order to back it up. That is the 100 kilo. And from this 100 kilo, by the time I should impute all my cost, I'll be getting a cost of 45,200 naira. The 45,200 naira divided by 100 will give me 452 naira per kg. So which I'll be building up this original formulation for my 6 mm feed. So from this point, I will be ending this season, because of the longevity of the acceptability of the social media. So I'll be diving into the episode 29. And before then, for those of you who have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, make sure that you do that now. And for the upcoming subscribers, make sure that you are welcome. Make sure that you subscribe and share and like, and make sure that you follow us on all our social media, the Facebook and the likes, the Twitter, and all our social media out there. So once again, my name is still Odutola Isa Abiodun, your great anchor on this channel. Make sure that you stay tuned to watch the episode 29. Yeah.